That she was small, cute. Of course, first day here she was frightened, you know, she didn't know anybody. But when she latched on that Lita was the food management, she sort of settled in, and then she decided she was going to sleep in with Lita, and that was that.
I always said I would never have a dog sleeping with me, but, you know, it's very difficult when they're so cute.
As Tasha makes herself at home, it looks like Ernie's about to start a 2-week trial period with Kim, Jamie and their 2 dogs.
All right, mister, well, we'll have to pack up some of your little things. Yeah, we are that close to keeping him just because he's so easy and so little, but... This is when I cry. They've become part of your life and they feel like your baby, so the first night's always the hardest, but you've always got your other dogs to, you know, keep your chin up, and then you just remember why you're doing it in the first place, and that's because there's always another dog on death row that, you know, won't make it through without a foster carer, so you just have to be strong for them and then look forward to the next one that comes into your home. Hopefully one day we won't have a use for foster carers. Everyone will be adopting, you know, from hounds, shelters and rescue groups. They'll be looking on Pet Rescue and, you know, we won't be killing as many dogs as we are in pounds and shelters right now. And then I can have a break.
Gilbert's meet and greet with a prospective family isn't quite going to plan, as he's showing very little interest in their dog, Abby. Meanwhile, Tasha and Ernie begin their 2-week trial periods for what could be new beginnings for them both.
Hi Kirsten, it's Joanna from Pug Rescue. How are you? Good. I'm calling up to say your adoption application has been successful. Well, maybe they can take Roy and Fez to show and tell.
Being brought in, we rather thought she might not take to the place, but she's really taken to everyone. And this is now her house.
Although Tasha has fitted in beautifully at St Joseph's Abbeyfield, there's one thing standing in the way of her becoming a permanent member of the family.
The thing about this place is they're run by an independent committee. I need to get their permission to first of all have a dog for myself, and secondly for it to have the run of the house. They told me that they had to check with insurance as to whether or not it was feasible to have a dog here in case somebody tripped over the dog or whatever. I can tell you the residents are really so keen to have it. I don't think they'd let me send her back. They just wouldn't.
So whilst we wait for the committee's decision, let's check in to see how Gilbert's going at his own meet and greet.
Well, they were a really lovely family and they had a lovely dog as well, but Gilbert just seemed really shy and not wanting to engage with Abby, which was a shame because she really wanted to play with him. But I think he was just a bit overwhelmed. It was his first meet and greet and he is still a pup, so the world's still a big place for him and he's still finding his paws.
Today's Roy and Fez's big day. They're being adopted. I think they're excited. I'm excited for them.
Oh, that's the door.
Can I go answer?
The door. Hello, Joe. How are you?
So it looks like Roy and Fez have finally found themselves a new and loving home.
Come on into my bedroom.
Whilst they work out where they're going to sleep for the night and Joe runs the family through some of their particulars, let's head across town and check in with Ernie and see how he's settled into his new life.
I think the first day we got him home, he did a good perimeter check, you know, made sure everything was sniffed out, and these guys just instantly hit it off. They snuggle together, they eat together, kind of like they've been together for 8 years or something.
I notice Tasha's really sort of seems to be enjoying, you know, being in the house. Yeah. How does everyone feel before, you know, the committee makes the decision?
Oh, yes, she's decided on the pecking order.
Has she?
Lita's the boss.
Lita's the boss.
This one comes second, and we're the pack.
Oh, okay. After the trial, the committee decided that, yes, it'd be a lovely idea to have a pet in the house.
Oh, great.
So congratulations to Tasha.
Whoopee!
Cake to celebrate.
Finally!
So it's good news for Tasha, and things are looking up for Gilbert as well. He's got another meet and greet, this time with the Donaldson family. But once again, the timid boy found the whole experience just a little bit too daunting. But his next home will be forever, so it's important to get it right for both the dog and the family. And through persistence, that's exactly what's happened for Gilbert, who's finally fallen on his paws.
I fell in love with him straight away because of his fluffy ears and his cute tail.
Looks so innocent.
Yeah, the innocent look about him, yeah. Sort of, like that kind-hearted look.
With a family of 5, it was probably a little overwhelming for him. But after a couple of days, he made himself at home, snuggles in with whoever's there.
He runs around and bumps his head on everything, like he's very clumsy.
It's just amazing. I couldn't imagine him just being left in the pound all lonely with no one loving him.
Oh, it comes up to you, it wants to be rubbed or cuddled or something. You can't very well rub and cuddle each other, you know.
The mental health of some of these residents has improved out of sight.
Brightens the place up, gives you something else to think of. You know, when you hear a bark, you dive out.
1 or 2 people are now far more relaxed, which dogs tend to do to most people.
I think it's also nice to know that their lives could have been really different if we hadn't have met them. And I think I really like that. When they're curled up in bed, it's like, you've done well, you know, found a nice place to stay.
I think what really cemented my feeling about helping rescue pets and becoming a foster carer was just hearing about how many dogs and cats don't make it out of shelters and pounds alive. It's just an insanely unacceptable amount of pets in Australia, and even though I can only foster a few drops in the ocean, it's still lives saved, and it's lives that matter to them.